We smell good on this channel, part 2. Let's get into it. Hey y'all, if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Alexis, aka Uniquely Lex. And if you are a returning subscriber, what's up, fam? So glad that y'all are back for another video. So as y'all know, we getting close to the SEPHORA savings event, and your girl loves to smell good, and I have some great fragrance recommendations for you. So I'm going to display all of the savings event details on the screen and in the description box below, so you can check it out there too. But without further ado, let's get into some of my favorite fragrances from SEPHORA. As I have always mentioned, I'm just a fragrance lover. I'm not an expert, so my descriptions are going to be just based off of what I smell. But I'm going to also read you all the notes. That way you know exactly the fragrance house intended for it to smell like, but also my version and description of what I personally think it smells like. And then to make it a little bit fun, I had my husband rate all of these fragrances from 1 to 5. He is not the biggest fragrance person. Just thought it would be fun to let him rate all of these fragrances. So let's go ahead and get into the first one, which is one I'm sure we all have heard of and know about, which is Kayalı Vanilla 28. Get into her. She matches my outfit too. So this fragrance gets all the hype really because of that vanilla, that just foundational staple vanilla that you want. And I love vanilla. Vanilla is one of my top favorite notes in fragrances. And so I wanted to get my hands on this, and immediately when I first smelled this, I didn't like it, y'all. I had to go back another time once like my nose, I don't know, maybe got used to more fragrances down the line. And when I smelled it, I said, oh, now I understand what everyone was talking about. Let me grab this right now. Okay, so I definitely use this vanilla to layer quite a bit. When you first spray it, the opening notes that I normally get, or I guess just like what I smell when I first spray it, is bourbon. Like I smell that straight out the gate, bourbon, and then it kind of dies down into some vanilla extract, brown sugar, and woody notes. But according to the notes on SEPHORA, the notes are vanilla orchids, tonka absolute, and amber woods. So that woody scent is definitely still there, but I really love using this as a layering fragrance. I think it's great on its own too, but I love to layer it with. I just love smelling sweet and like vanilla. And I do want to mention with vanilla 28, the lasting power is pretty well, y'all. Like I can spray this on my clothes and still, or my skin, and still smell it by the end of the day. It's just going to be a more warm, sultry, gourmand vanilla. And I like that. It starts out, you know, bourbon, alcohol-y, but the dry down does get more warm. And the 28 stands for how many different rounds it went through to form this particular vanilla. So I think that's really kind of cool. Just a cool little detail, a little tidbit note regarding the title. But I love me some Kayalı Vanilla 28. And my husband rated this one a 3. 1 out of 5. 5 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. My husband rated it a 3. I think that's pretty good. One thing that I do is purchase the travel size way more frequently than I do purchase the larger bottle. And that's just because, one, it's cheaper, but also I don't normally buy full bottles unless I just absolutely love the fragrance. Or I've purchased the travel size and I used up all the travel size, so I went ahead and get the full size. So I just want to throw that in there. It's a way to save money, but also still experience different fragrances here and there. So my next fragrance that I'm going to be talking about is Maison Margiela Replica Coffee Break. Now let me tell you something about Coffee Break. I love fragrances with coffee notes, but this does not give me that. So one thing with Replica's line is it's supposed to bring memories of you experiencing whatever that moment is. So Coffee Break is supposed to give you, you know, memories of being in a coffee shop, like fresh coffee being brewed, all of that great stuff. I don't get any of that from this whatsoever. It is a unisex scent to me. It really reminds me more of like a laundromat, a laundry room in the best way, in the best way possible. So like for me, I get hints, like maybe the smallest hint of coffee, but I mainly get like fresh lavender, a little bit of musk, and clean, fresh vibes and scents. According to Sephora, the keynotes are coffee accord, lavender, and milk mousse accord. Never in my life, milk mousse accord, I don't even know what that is. But I don't smell any milk, I don't smell any coffee, but I do smell hints of lavender in there, and it's just a really fresh scent. When you first spray it, the punch is strong, but throughout the day, it will start to die down. This does last me for some hours, but it's most definitely not like my strongest perfume or cologne that I have. This almost smells like a scent you would wear to like a business meeting or something like that. My husband did rate this a 2 out of 1 through 5. Again, 5 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. He rated this a 2, and it's so sad because I would love to smell this on him. It smells so good to me. It smells so good to me, but according to him, he probably wouldn't wear it. So it is what it is. I really still love this scent and would recommend you to try it out too. Okay, so the next fragrance I want to talk about is Prada's Paradox Eau de Parfum. This is a good one. This is a good one, y'all. First off, the packaging is super cute. I love the triangle and how it can just sit on your shelf so easily and beautiful looking. I just love it for that. But the scent alone too, y'all, is so good. So this is a floral. I would say it is a more mature floral. When you first spray it, it's really strong, but I get, you know, muskiness, I get berries from it, I get floral, I get fresh, but also towards the dry down, it almost even smells a little like soapy to me, but in the best possible way. It's so good. It's just such a unique fragrance and scent that it's kind of like your head doesn't really wrap around it until, I don't know if it ever really does. Like, I don't know if it ever really does wrap around it. It's just so good. According to Sephora, the keynotes are neroli bud, white amber, and white musk. And I get it. I do get a little bit of that amber too, because it really just hits you with a punch when you first spray it. But this stuff, y'all, lasts all day. If you overspray, you can most definitely overdo it. You can overdo it and you could choke someone out. So I would just be careful with the amount of sprays that you're using. It's very feminine, very unique in itself. Like, this is just overall really good. My husband rated Prada Paradox a 4. I need to wear this one more, I guess. All right, let's move to the next one. All right, so the next one that I want to talk about, and this is a fragrance house that I really kind of just started dibbly-dabbling into, but oh my gosh, is it amazing. This house is so good. And the first one I want to talk about is Killian's I Don't Need a Prince by My Side to Be a Princess. And it is so good. I do have it in the travel size. This is one I would most certainly actually consider getting the full size though. I'm not even gonna lie. The thing is, it is not super complex at all. It's a very soft opening to it. I smell marshmallow. It's like an airy marshmallow though, and like a slight bit of cinnamon, but it's a sweet gourmand. It still smells very fresh, very airy, but feminine. I just really like it. So the keynotes in Princess is ginger, green tea, and marshmallow. I get it. I get hints of that green tea. I get hints of the ginger. It's like, ginger to me should be spicy, but it doesn't smell super spicy to me. This smells smooth. It smells airy. It smells light, but I most certainly do smell that marshmallow. I've used a good amount. This is a newer one in my collection, but I love it. My husband rated this one a 2. That's okay. That's okay. I still love it. Okay, and the next one by Killian is Love Don't Be Shy Let me tell y'all something. When I first smelled this fragrance, this is the travel size as well, I almost fell out. I almost fell out in Sephora. I fell in love, y'all. First of all, that first spray, the hint and rush of marshmallow that hits your nose is wild. And this is a powerful marshmallow. So the thing is, after a while, once I kind of got past that marshmallow, I got into some of the other notes and I could smell it really kind of reminds me of an orange creamy popsicle. Y'all remember those orange popsicles that had the cream center? That's what it smells like to me. So good. So good. And I'm not even the biggest fan of orange scents, but this right here, this almost had me falling out in Sephora. I had to look around and see if anybody had seen me because I was a little embarrassed. It was so good, y'all. You're definitely getting like a creamy vanilla, powerful marshmallow, orange, all of that great stuff, all in this perfume. And the key notes for Love Don't Be Shy is orange blossom, vanilla absolute, and luscious marshmallow. Don't it sound good? Don't it sound edible, sweet? I just love it. Now, the category though does say warm floral, so it doesn't even say gourmand. I guess, I don't know, it smells like an orange creamy popsicle to me, but if it's floral, okay, I still like florals as well. Husband did rate this one a 2. Good to know because I've been spraying the heck out of this. Okay, again, this is also a new perfume in my collection that I was considering getting the full bottle of, still am. But I thought it would be like a really nice scent to wear during like day and night and stuff like that, but he doesn't even like it like that. So I might just save it for the moments that I want to wear it. It's either Love Don't Be Shy or it's Princess that Rihanna wore, but either or, these are so good and I'm so glad that they're in my collection now. Next up is one of my absolute faves, which like I really need to go ahead and just get the full size because what am I doing? And it is Commodity Gold Expressive. First off, like the black and white packaging, so iconic, so simple, but like so chic at the same time. I absolutely love commodity fragrances. I really do appreciate just like the variety that they give for each of their scents. Really nice. But I really do like the Gold Expressive. It's so sweet. It's like a gourmand vanilla to me. So another vanilla scent, but it has a very fresh and rich opening to it. And then as it kind of dries down, it becomes a little bit more powdery, but some of that sandalwood comes out too. It's just like a really good overall scent to me and just smells like rich. It smells rich. It smells kind of like old money to me. The key notes for Commodity Gold is amber, sandalwood, and vanilla. So not a super complex fragrance, but smells oh so good. And this can last me for some hours throughout the day. It can most certainly last me for some hours. And honestly, all of these that I've been mentioning so far, I would wear year round. It's just really the amount that I would wear because some like Prada Paradox, for instance, or Vanilla 28 can really be sometimes a little heavy during those hot seasons, but I would still rock them. Like I'm that type that will wear my fragrances whenever I want to because they're mine and I'm gonna smell however I want to smell when I want to smell it. The Commodity Gold is definitely a year-round fragrance for me. I could see this being a unisex fragrance too, but I do think that it pulls a little bit more feminine, but I can see it being a unisex fragrance. I really love it so much, and I think that you would too. I would highly recommend you sniff it out if you love vanilla fragrances. And for Commodity Gold, my husband rated it a 3. That's good. Okay, y'all, last but not least, I have a beautiful fragrance for you. Not just a beautiful bottle, but a beautiful fragrance. The smell, it's another vanilla perfume. It is a newer one, but I literally absolutely fell in love with it. First smell and still to this day think it smells so delicious. I started out with a travel size and this is Burberry Goddess. I know we've heard about it, okay? Burberry Goddess, I started out with a travel size and I just loved it so much. I mean, you can tell by how much I've used. Like I recently got this and I just loved it so much that I was like, let me go ahead and make that purchase for a full-size bottle. So I did get the full size in a 1.6 fluid ounce. This is designed to be a refillable bottle as well. I think the refill is sold separately, but you can refill this bottle. I just love the detailing. It's just so good. And then when we get into the smell, y'all, oh my goodness. It's like this rich gourmand vanilla. It's a little spicy. And like the dried down turns into like a caramelized creamy vanilla. It's just so good. It's not like there's a little lavender in it. It's just not like your typical vanillas that you smell. I don't know. It just has its uniqueness to it that I absolutely love. The notes of Burberry Goddess is vanilla infusion, vanilla caviar, and vanilla absolute. Vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. Okay? Like, it is just full of different vanillas. I don't really even know what vanilla caviar is, but it smells great. It's a matured vanilla scent. Like, it just smells rich. It smells like a goddess. And y'all, what really got me with this fragrance is I was reading up on the about fragrance section on Sephora when I was looking at the keynotes. And one of the things that it says is Burberry Goddess was created and meant to tell a story about self-discovery. And it hit me so hard, y'all, because I have really been in a season. I'm going to hold this one up so you can see the bottle too. I have been in the season of self-discovery. Like, this has been my season of self-discovery. So I might be getting a little emotional with y'all right now, but it's just the truth. This season in my life has been a true self-discovery season, okay? And when I read that this is what this fragrance was, created for, it just really hit home and like made me love this scent even more. So like, how Replica, there are scents made, to bring back certain memories. And just in general, there's psychology out there that has found different memories, resonate with certain songs or certain scents and stuff like that. And so for me, Burberry Goddess will always bring back this particular time of my life of self-discovery, which has been very self-reflecting, and God has just been doing so many things in my life right now. So like, this fragrance really holds like a special place in my heart at this point. But y'all, the scent though alone, you really got to try it out. It's so good. And my husband rated this one a 4. So this was one of his higher ratings, which I'm so happy about because he loves it as much as I do. I would actually probably rate this a 5 though, but yeah. So y'all, that completes all of my fragrance recommendations, like my top fragrances from Sephora. I have a big fragrance collection. It's been piling up, but these are the main ones that I wanted to talk about in today's video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like it. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe, join the family. We would love to have you. And leave a comment below if you have any questions or thoughts about the fragrances that I've mentioned in this video. All of the links will be in the description box below because y'all know I'm good for that. So you'll be able to click on that link and go look at all the details and descriptions for yourself. But if you plan on shopping at the Sephora Savings event, let me know below what's in your cart or different fragrances that you're looking at. And if you are interested in knowing my recommendations for makeup or skincare at Sephora, click one of these videos to watch next. Otherwise, I love you all so much and I will see you in my next video. Bye.